So what it do to everybody on here? So I know my fans gonna post this on YouTube. So I want to say to the other David, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Cause we are definitely rooting for you. I'm back on my feet. If y'all don't know, in the parallel universe, I was in a wheelchair, but I'm not anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out of the wheelchair. Um, I want to say to the other David, you know. That's in a different universe to me. I want to let him know, send him a message. Not just, I don't have to send him a prayer because I'm always going to look out for him. But I want to let him know he got a beautiful family. He already got that. You already got a beautiful wife, a famous beautiful wife, and beautiful kids. You got that. Trust me. And I promise you, the whole world going to see this shit very soon. Netflix, we are working very hard to tell your story. You're not crazy. You're not retarded. You ain't none of that stuff. I don't care what the fuck people say. I know the truth. God know the truth. And if nobody else believe you, then fuck them. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, my love life and career is in a parallel universe. This is a new series that is actually on Peacock, and it's on HBO Max. I've been doing a lot of business with HBO Max, and this is a new series called Creed Cousin. And also, so if y'all don't know, I play Creed Cousin, a teenager version of Creed Cousin. You know what I'm saying? So Creed is my cousin. The first episode is definitely like a movie. It's basically a movie. The first episode is, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a movie. It's a franchise. So this is the first episode, but it's basically a movie. So I'm gonna tell y'all, this the first episode on here. My friend's gonna post it on YouTube. And Reginae Carter is like my co-star, and also there's another girl that's involved in it, and her name is Scarlett. Now, Scarlett, she played in a Disney show called Bunked. She was like the little girl. I would say she was in the fourth season of Bunked. She was like the new girl that was coming to the camp, and she was like living in the woods and all this stuff like that. I think if you watch the fourth season of Bunked, you probably won't watch that shit. But if you do, that was the little girl. But she like 18 now. She's not a little girl anymore. But that was like years ago. Anyway, we're gonna get into this episode. Actually, this audio movie. I love telling audio movies. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You love audio books, nigga. So let's get into this shit. So I remember I'm in school, and my go-to names now, I will change some of the names up just because of copyrights and stuff like that, because this is a real show and it just got released on HBO Max in a parallel universe, okay? And it is fucking the streaming sites up. Nobody's fucking with this shit. So anyway, so I see my friend Mike, he come over to me, he like, man, you know that nigga been talking shit about you, right? I'm like, yo, who are you talking about? Like, yo, for real, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Chris been mad at me ever since I fucked his ex-girlfriend. He been mad ever since that shit. So Mike like, yo, you fucked this girl? No wonder he wanna whip your ass. I'm like, man, I will beat the shit out that nigga. He like, yo, why the fuck, you need to stop fighting, yo. Why you be doing all that street fighting? You know your ass can get killed out there doing that shit? I'm like, so what are you, my fucking father? I live in a foster home. I don't have no fucking family. I don't need nobody lecturing me. And I damn sure don't need it from somebody that's my fucking friend. I need you to support me. He like, man, I would support you if you was actually doing it legit. I'm like, do it like I got fucking connects. Do it like I don't have no damn connects. So the only connect I got is my damn fist to somebody's damn face. That's the only connect that I have. So if you haven't noticed, I gotta make money, and the foster home ain't giving me shit. So I need to make money my fucking way. So he's like, yeah, I get all that. But that type of shit is not good. It's not safe though. I'm like, yo, are you a fucking girl or are you a man? So he's like, yo, you know damn well I'm a man. I'm like, so if you're a man, then why are you acting like you're a fucking girl? So he's like, all right. So all I remember is Chris, he walks over to me. He walks over. He like, look at you. You must think you a big shot, don't you? I'm like, man, what the fuck you want? Ain't nobody fucking you, bitch. So he like, see, David, you really think you're a fucking gangster, but you really a bitch. I'm like, I'm a bitch, but yet you're in my fucking face. So he's like, you think you can fight? I've been seeing your street fights. You ain't all that fucking good. I'm like, and you think you fucking better? So he's like, yeah, I might not be a fucking professional ass boxer, but I know your ass definitely can't fucking fight. I'm like, so if I can't fucking fight, why don't you fucking show me? So he like, when do you want me to do that? I'm like, right now. So I hit him right in his face, and Mike like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You just got off suspension. He like, yo, what? Yo, why the fuck are you beating his ass like that? God damn. So I beat his ass real bad, right? So I get called to the principal office. So Mike like, see your ass. See, you just got off suspension, David. Why would you hit his ass? You literally just got off suspension. I'm like, man, you seen his ass? He was testing me. And plus he said I wasn't a great fighter. I bet you he's saying I'm a great fighter now. So he like, who gives a fuck what his ass says? He was fucking with you, obviously. I'm like, yeah, he was fucking with me, but he not gonna fuck with me no more. So he's like, yo, you're a fucking idiot. You just got off a suspension and you already into a fight. That's like a fucking person that get out of jail and rob a fucking bank and they literally just got the fuck out of jail. I'm like, okay, that's not the same thing. He's like, yes, it is. It's literally the same thing. I'm like, okay, let's just go in there. He's like, I'm not going in there with you. I wasn't the one fucking fighting. I'm like, fine, I'll take my punishment like a man. At least one of us a fucking man. He's like, man, you want to stop calling me a fucking girl. So I go in there and the principal, it was a woman principal. So she's like, you know, David, I'm at my loss with you. You just got off suspension for fighting. And you're back in here for fighting again. And this time, you put this person in the hospital. I don't know what your anger is. I mean, I know you're in a foster home. She was like, I know you're in a foster home. And I know you don't have a real family. And I know that can get scary. I'm like, look, you can save me the fucking lecture. Okay, you can save me that shit. All right? You can save it. Okay, so if you're not going to give me a fucking punishment, can I fucking leave? Because I don't need you fucking lecturing me. So she's like, you expelled. I'm like, what? I'm expelled? But he started it. He was the one that got in my fucking face. So she was like, but you were the one that threw the first punch. So I'm like, you know what? I can't get expelled, okay? The foster home that I'm at, they said if I get suspended again, that they'll throw me out. So she was like, well, you got one other option. I'm like, and what is that? So she was like, well, it's to my knowledge that you are related to a famous boxer. I'm like, I'm related to a famous boxer? Who the fuck am I related to? So she's like, Adonis Creed is your cousin. I'm like, Creed? Like Rocky and Creed? So she's like, yeah. Rocky's not related to you, just Creed. He's your cousin. He's your biological cousin. He's your blood cousin. Y'all have the same bloodline. I'm like, okay, so I'm related to Creed. What do he got to do with my fucking life? So she was like, you're going to go live with him. I'm like, why would he want me to move in with him? So she was like, well, once he found out that you were his cousin, he actually jumped at the chance for you to come and live with him. See, family to him is a big thing for him. And he's very excited for you to come and live with him. I think it would be good for you. I'm like, oh, so to live with some fucking rich people? Oh, so they can act like they're better than me? No fucking thank you. She's like, you have no other place to go. You have no other place to go, so I think this is the best thing for you. So you can sit up here and act like you got other options, but you just don't. This is the only option for you. And I think you should take it because your next thing is to go to juvie, and I don't think you want to go there. You'll be fighting every damn day. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go to my cousin. When do I fucking leave? So she was like, you leave in a few hours. I'm like, what? Wait, I don't even got time to get packed. So she was like, you don't got that much stuff, but go home, pack up the things you have, and there's a car that's going to be picking you up at the foster home in a few hours to take you to the airport so you can go and live with your cousin, Adonis Creed. So Creed was talking to his wife, and she was like, baby, I got to talk to you. So she was like, okay, Adonis, what's going on? So he like, look, you know that family is a big thing for me. And, you know, I never really had a family like that starting out. And I found out that I have a cousin. His name is David, and we have the same bloodline. And he doesn't have a family at all. And you know how that feels to have no one to love you, no one to care. You know how that feels. And he was living from foster home to foster home. And well, the school that he was going to, he got into a very bad fight, and it seems like he's been fighting a lot, getting into street fights and, just doing a lot of things that can definitely kill you. And I'm all he got. So they called me up, and they asked me, would it be okay if you come live with us? And I said yes. I jumped at the chance, and I know I should have talked to you about it, honey, but it's my cousin. It's not someone I'm calling my cousin. He's my real cousin. And I mean, if I take him under my wing, maybe he won't be so, crazy. So she like, another damn fighter? Oh, well, I can't say no to that. I mean, how old is he? So he's about 16. He's a teenager. You know, I just wanted to let you know. I know I should have talked to you about it, but look, I gotta let you know. He is a handful, and he might have a little attitude when he get here. I mean, coming into a new environment can be strange for everyone. I'm telling you. When I got into a new environment, I just didn't think that I fit in. I didn't think that I belonged. So he's probably gonna be a handful when he get here. So I just want to let you know that we probably gonna have our work cut out for us. So she's like, our work? You mean you're gonna have the work cut out for you? He's your cousin. So he's like, yeah, but you're related to him too because you're my wife. But anyway, there's a car that's gonna be picking him up and take him to the airport. He's gonna be coming here in the next few hours, and I just thought I would let you know. So she's like, that's fine. I mean, you think I'm gonna tell you to turn away from your own blood? I would never tell you to do that. So I get to the foster home. They're like, David, you know what time it is. You have gotten into too many damn fights. It's time for you to go. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go pack my damn stuff up right now. The school already told me every damn thing. So she's like, well, you got a famous cousin. Maybe he can straighten your ass out because we obviously are not doing the job. I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? They're like, it's supposed to mean that we just can't deal with you no damn more. And hopefully he can deal with you because we obviously can't. So I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to go pack my damn stuff up. They're like, we already packed it up for you. I'm like, wait, y'all went through my shit? So they're like, we didn't go through your damn shit. It's nothing to go through. But we packed up what we needed to pack up. You act like you rich. You don't got no damn money. You don't got no damn jewelry. You don't got any damn thing. We packed up what was in them damn drawers and put it in a fucking box for you. It's right there. That's all your damn stuff. Now, all you got to do is wait for that damn car to come and pick you up and take your ass up out of here. So I'm like, oh, y'all just couldn't wait to throw me out, huh? So they like, you acting like this is what we wanted to do. You put yourself in this predicament, David. You act like we wanted to throw you out on your ass. But you know what? You not listening. You going out and fighting and going in, doing whatever you want during the night. You know, doing street brawls, all this stuff that you've been doing. Yeah, we ain't approving of it. Okay? So you done brought this to your damn self. It ain't about if we wanted you here. We did want you here. But we don't want a damn thug here. So I'm like, so I'm a thug because I'm fighting for money? She was like, yeah, you a thug because you out there in alleys fighting for $50 to $30. That's nothing. You almost losing your damn life for $30. It's not even $100. It ain't even too damn $100. You fighting for a little bit of damn money. I'm like, no, I'm not just fighting for money. I'm fighting for my damn respect. You need that out here to survive. She's like, well, your ass gonna survive in another damn state. Not in this damn state and not in this damn house. There go that car right there. Get the hell out of here. And we ain't helping you taking your bags to that fucking car either. You didn't did enough for this damn house. All of that shit you didn't put us through. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I don't need this shit. She was like, yeah, you're right. You don't need this shit. So get the hell out. We already packed your stuff up. Get the hell out. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'm leaving. So she's like, I don't see you moving. So I remember I'm putting my stuff in the car or whatever like that. And we go to the airport. As we go to the airport, I'm already, on edge, I'm already on edge. I already feel like I'm not, fitting in already because I'm going into a whole new environment. So I don't know, what to expect. You ever go to a whole new environment and you just nervous as shit? You got all these butterflies in your damn stomach. You don't know what the hell is going to happen when you get there. You feel me? So when we get to the airport, we get on the plane, and as soon as we get to the next airport, where the city I was landing in, Creed picked me up. Adonis Creed. He picked me up with his daughter. He was like, "Hey, you David? You look like me. I know it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." So he's like, "Man, I'm so excited for you to come and live with us. This is my daughter. This is your cousin, Alana." I'm like, "Hi, Alana. I'm David." So he like, she's deaf. So you gotta, I'm like, I don't know how to do that sign language shit. So he was like, okay, I'll teach you, no problem. She's saying hi to you. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, how the fuck you say hi back? So he's like, I'm not gonna teach you how to cuss to my daughter, but I'm gonna teach you how to say hi to my daughter in sign language. So he taught me how to say hi to her, and I did, and she was really nice. She ran over and gave me a hug. Now, I was kind of caught off guard with this shit. So we get in the car and we driving and stuff, and he like, look, man, the school been telling me you've been getting into a lot of fights. I'm like, look, I don't need no fucking dad, okay? I don't need no father. Okay, you think you fucking doing something for me because you taking me in? You think you doing this shit for me? I don't need this shit. He was like, obviously you need me because you don't got nobody to go to. Where you gonna live in a fucking alley? Huh? Who gonna take care of you? You 16 years old, you going out there fighting in them fucking alleys, they gonna kill you. Okay? So let me let you know something right now. I get it. You in a new environment, so you gotta play the tough role. You don't gotta play that with me. I was just like you. I'm like, oh yeah, really? How the fuck was you just like me? So he's like, because I lived in a foster home too. You don't think I know what it feels like to be not wanted? I know what it feels like. So you talking to the same person. So I ain't trying to be your damn daddy. I'm just trying to love you. So I'm like, yeah, that's what they all say until they get tired of me. Look, I can't turn off what I'm passionate about. I love fighting. And fighting helps me get my anger out. So he's like, you love fighting? You love fighting? Well, you can come to my gym. I'll train you. I'll get you in some fights. But you got to do things my damn way. And you can drop that damn attitude too. So I'm like, I don't know who do you think you're talking to? He's like, I'm talking to you. You talking to another damn boxer. I'll box your ass up in this damn car. Now you lucky my damn daughter deaf. She can't hear this conversation. But I'm letting you know this right now. I'm not going to tolerate you cussing in front of my damn daughter. Do you understand me? I don't care if she deaf or not. It's the respectful thing. She's my little girl. I don't want to hear you yelling or screaming or anything. I'm like, but if she deaf, how the hell she gonna hear it? He's like, it don't matter if she ain't gonna hear it. It matters if she's seeing you doing it. She could put the words together. Now look, man, I get it. You angry. But the more that you let that anger build up, the more you're not going to accept your new life. I know you probably going to feel like you don't deserve what's about to happen to you, all this good shit. Excuse my French. But it's a lot of good things that I got planned for you. I'm so excited for you to be here. You don't know, I just told my wife, I can't wait for him to come. I just can't wait for David to arrive because I got a lot of things I want to show you. But I can't show you if you got a damn attitude, if you don't want me to be your cousin. Look, I ain't trying to be your father, but I'm the closest thing to it. So I'm like, all right, fine. Let's do it. He's like, let's do it. I'm like, let's do it. And you say you're going to train me? He's like, I'm going to train you. I'm going to get you in some fights. But you got to do things my way. You can't be all hot-headed and shit. I'm like, all right, okay. He's like, look, man, I was a hothead. Rocky trained me. I'm like, Rocky Balboa? He's like, yeah, Rocky Balboa. He trained me. He made me the greatest fighter there is. If it wasn't for that man, I wouldn't be where I am right now today. I owe he was like, I owe my entire life to Rocky. I'm like, you do? He was like, yeah. Everything I have is because of Rocky. This whole beautiful life is because of Rocky. If he wasn't there to train me and to mold me into the man that I am today, I don't know where I would be, but I know I wouldn't be here. So I'm letting you know right now, you remind me of me, because that's how I used to be. But I promise you, you loosen it up and take that attitude out, you become a better version of yourself. So I remember, I'm like, where are we going at? He's like, we're going to the mall. We're going to get you some clothes. You don't got no clothes, do you? I know you don't got too much stuff. I mean, you ain't bring too many bags. So I thought I'd buy you some stuff. And now look, you can get anything you want. Money ain't an object, okay? I know. And yeah, you don't need nobody buying you stuff. But I'm your cousin. So don't look at it as a handout. So we go in there, we go shopping. He's like, come on, man, go get some clothes. You ain't getting no clothes now. So I get some clothes and shoes and stuff. You're like, now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You want to get your hair done? You got long hair. You want to get cornrows? What you want? I'm like, I mean, could I get my hair done? He was like, yeah, man, you can get your hair done. So this is when reginae comes into the picture. So reginae, if y'all don't know, she actually played in a movie called Boxing, but she's not playing her character as a boxer. She actually is playing a different character. Now I'm just going to keep her name reginae just for like copyright reasons, because in the series her name is a different name. It's not reginae. But anyway, this is when reginae comes into the picture. So Creed, he was like, hey, what's going on, ladies? So they're like, hi, Adonis, where's your wife? So he like, the wife is home. She's home getting dinner prepared. But this is my cousin. This is my cousin David. So he like to get his hair done now. Which one of you beautiful ladies gonna do my cousin hair? So reginae was like, well, I'll do his hair. What's his name again? So Creed was like, whoa. His name is David. I think he can answer himself, but his name is David. So why don't you tell a young, beautiful lady what you want? I'll be over here, me and my daughter. Come on, Alana. So I remember, I'm like, I mean, you know, I want some singles, some plats. She was like, you want some plats? Okay. That's all you want? I'm like, well, yeah, what's your name? She's like, my name is reginae. I'm like, are you here on a regular? She's like, well, this is not my part-time job. I do this every day. I'm like, oh, you do? She's like, yeah. Well, won't you sit down in this seat so I can get your hair nice and tight? I'm like, oh, okay. So she washed my hair. She did my hair and everything. And Adonis Creed, his wife was calling him to make sure that I got, there, safe at the airport. So she was like, Adonis, did he get there? Did you get him? So he's like, yeah, I got him. We're at the mall right now, and he's getting his hair done. I just took him shopping, and I'm gonna get him something to eat after he get his hair done. So she's like, but I'm cooking dinner. So he's like, yeah, but I think he might want some chicken, some fast food. I don't think he really gonna want a homemade, dinner right now. So she's like, I think that's what he needs. I mean, I don't think he really had a homemade dinner. So he's like, you know what? You're right. All right. All right. I'll make sure that we come home. I ain't going to take him to get nothing to eat. All right. You right. We'll be home. So after I got my hair done, I'm like, damn, you did it real good, girl. Can I get your number? She's like, that is against protocol. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, I'm just asking for your number. I'm not asking you to marry me. She's like, yeah, you're right. You're not asking, but why you want my number? I'm like, because maybe I want you to be my personal hairstylist when I get rich. She's like, oh, you gonna become rich, huh? Like Adonis Creed, or what, you're a boxer? I'm like, I actually am a boxer. So she's like, oh, you are? Are you as good as your cousin? So I'm like, I mean, I don't know. So she's like, well, I guess we'll find out. So I'm like, yeah, I guess we will. She was like, well, if you're as good as you say you are, then you'll be back in here. You're going to have somebody to do your hair. I'm like, but I need your number, though, so I can call you and let you know I'm on my way. She was like, fine, I'll give you my number. So she gives me her number, and we leave, and we get in the car. So Adonis Creed like, I like that. I like that. You got that number? You going to call her? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to call her. He's like, yeah, well, look, man, if we going to do this boxing thing, you can't let the girls take over your head. I promise you. These girls, they can get in your head and make you forget about what's the real prize. All right? If you're going to do this boxing thing, you can't have girls all in your mind, because you ain't going to be thinking about it when you're in the ring. And it could be easy for the target to knock your ass out. You got to have your mind blank. You understand me? I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. He was like, all right. Well, let's go on home. My wife got some dinner already cooked for us. So, you ready? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm going to show you your new home. So, we get there to the new home. I'm like, damn, it's like a palace. He was like, yeah, you like it? I'm like, yeah. It's really, it's beautiful. So he's like, yeah, I thought you would like it. So he's like, I'm gonna show you your new place, your new room. It's gonna be nice. I got it decked out for you. I mean, I know you're a teenager. You like video games? I'm like, I mean, I really don't play video games like that. He's like, well, I got video games in there in your room. Got a couple of video games for you. I got the internet, got Wi-Fi, got everything you need. But look, man, listen, you gotta get your grades up. All right? Because this is the only way I'm going to train you and get you into fights. I'm going to get you on TV, but you got to prove to me that you really want it. And the only way that you can prove this is if you get your grades up. I'm not going to be doing all this stuff and your grades ain't coming up. Because in this house, school is important. So I'm like, did you go to school? He's like, I didn't really go to school. I was in and out of foster homes. I was in juvie. So this is why it's important to me. I don't want you to have to go through what I went through. I ain't have a school system to take care of me. So now I got the money where I can put you in a nice school. And you can really get your grades up. But you got to want it, man. You got to really want it. So if I see your grades slipping, you won't be getting into no fights. You won't be getting no training. There's consequences to your actions. I'm just letting you know that. All right? Now go ahead. You can put your stuff away, all your new clothes and everything. Then it'll be on the table. You can take a shower. Don't call that girl. So I'm like, oh, man, I ain't going to call that girl. He's like, all right, see you at the dinner table. Come on, Alana. So he was doing sign language to his daughter because his daughter is deaf. So, I mean, she was really nice. The daughter was really nice. She was a really sweet girl. And I remember I come to the dinner table and I see, Adonis Creed, his wife, and I will call her, I will give her a name. I'll give her Crystal. I would name her Crystal. That's not her real name in the show. It's a different name, but I'm just changing the names up for a reason. So Crystal is at the table, and I'm like, so you must be Adonis Creed's wife, Crystal. So she's like, yes, I am, and you must be David, the cousin. I'm like, yes, yes, I am. So she's like, wow, y'all actually do look alike. That is uncanny. Wow, I can definitely see the similarities. You actually look like my daughter. I mean, that's really uncanny. So Creed was like, you see the bloodline? You see it? So um, I know, you didn't have back there at that foster home where you were staying at. I know you didn't have a really good whole homemade dinner. Have you ever had a dinner at that place? At a dinner table. Have you ever ate at a dinner table there? I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I haven't been there in a while. I know when I was at a foster home, I never really had homemade dinners. So how does it work there? So I'm like, no, we don't really have homemade dinners. So he was like, okay, well, I know my wife, she wanted to cook a nice dinner for you. So I don't know if you eat any of this stuff, but I'm like, no, I mean, all this stuff look good. I mean, it looks amazing. And it smells good too. I smelled it while I was in the shower. It was like, I mean, it was beautiful. So he was like, good, good, good. Now tomorrow we're gonna get you checked into school, and after school meet me at the gym. Actually, I'm gonna come and pick you up and take you to the gym. We're gonna train you. You're gonna do your homework, and everything is gonna fall into place. We're gonna have a routine. I'm like, I got you. All right, no problem. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. So after we ate, I go into the room, and I know that, I know that Creedy said that I shouldn't have girls on my mind, but she was. I mean, I wanted to call her. So I called her. I'm like, hey. She's like, who is this? I'm like, it's David. She's like, the almost famous boxer. I'm like, yeah, is this reginae? She's like, it is reginae. I'm like, are you still on the clock? She's like, no, I'm not still on the clock. I actually just left. I'm like, oh, you did? It's like, you're 16. Ain't you supposed to be asleep? It's past your bedtime. I'm like, it's not past my bedtime. I don't got a bedtime. She's like, oh, you don't? Oh, you trying to impress me? I'm like, I'm not trying to impress you. I just thought I would, talk to you. I like talking to you. She's like, you do. What would you want to talk about? So I'm like, I don't know, just your dreams. I mean, is that what you want to be, a hairstylist? She's like, I don't think anything's wrong with being a hairstylist. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a hairstylist, but is that your dream? Is that what you want to be? She was like, well, there's other things that I want to accomplish in life. I'm like what? What's the stuff you want to accomplish in life? She was like, I don't know, like things. I'm like, so what's the things? Do you got them? You got them mapped out? She was like, I don't know if I actually have them mapped out, but I know that I want to accomplish them. I'm like, oh, you just know, huh? She's like, yeah, I just know. So I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, so are you really determined to be a boxer? Because boxers actually get their sleep. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? You think I don't sleep? You think I don't get no rest? She's like, I don't know. You trying to talk my ear off. I'm like, okay, I'll let you go. It's like, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm like, all right, look, I'll call you a little later because I got a full day tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to call you. She's like, I'm looking forward to it. So I get off the phone with her and go to sleep. And when I wake up, I get ready to go to school, and Alana, which is Creed and Crystal's daughter, they had to get her ready so she can go to school as well. So Creed, was dropping me off at school, and the mother was dropping the daughter off at her school, whatever like that. So I'm like, look, I need to ask you a question. He was like, what's up? I'm like, look, I really want to learn how to. So I'm like, I really want to learn how to talk to your daughter. I know she's like, deaf and everything. I'm not really too good with the sign language stuff. I was just wondering if you can, teach me. So he's like, I told you I was going to teach you when I first met you. Of course I'll teach you. Look, it's not that hard, man. You know how everybody make everything complicated. I'm like, yeah, everybody do make shit complicated. He was like, yeah, I'll teach you, man. So I'm like, all right. So he's like, look, I'm going to come in here and get you instated. And after that, you on your own and don't get in any trouble. I'm like, I'm not gonna get in no trouble. He like, you gotta promise me, man, you ain't gonna get in no trouble. I'm like, I promise you, I'm not gonna get in no trouble. He like, do I have your word? I'm like, Creed, you got my word. So he like, all right. So we go in there. They like, Adonis, Creed, what's going on, man? Who's that? That's your son? Hey, you had a son and ain't tell us? He's like, man, this is not my son, this is my cousin. So they're like, oh, you got a cousin? So he like, yeah, this is my blood cousin. Yes, his name David. He's gonna be going here, so y'all take care of him. They like, we got you, we'll take care of him. So I just remember, he get me instated in school or whatever like that, and it was a school for boys and girls. It was a nice school though. And he was like, all right, now you got your schedule. So look, you on your own. Now I'm coming to pick you up, and I'm gonna take you to the gym, and I'm gonna train you. All right, so be ready. I'm like, all right. He's like, you got your head in the game, right? I'm like, yeah, I got my head in the game. He's like, all right, we gonna see. So, he leave out or whatever like that. And I remember I meet the girl Scarlett. So Scarlett was the first person that really kind of showed me around the school. So she was like, hi, I'm Scarlett. I'm like, well, that's not her name in the movie, in the show. Her name is a different name, but I'm giving them, if I even name them their real names, it's because it's not the names in the show. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, so she's like, my name is Scarlett. So I'm like, well, I'm David. So she's like, okay, all right, David. Well, I'm assuming you're new. I seen you getting reinstated in here. I'm like, reinstated? I never went here. She's like, well, you was getting instated, which means this is your first time being here. I'm like, yeah. She's like, so you don't really know the campus of the school. And I was just, wondering if you wanted me to show you around. I'm like, did the principal tell you to walk me around? She's like, the principal yes, the principal wanted me to walk you around. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, you're a beautiful girl. Let's do it. She was like, okay. So we walking around. I'm like, so is everybody all stuck up, in this school? It seemed like everybody got like stuck up, a little attitude. She was like, not everybody's like that. I mean, the more you come here, the more you'll see that there is some decent people here. I'm one of the decent people that goes to this school. Do you think I'm stuck up? I'm like, no, I don't think so. She's like, I'm glad you don't think so. So I'm like, you got a boyfriend? She's like, no, I'm not seeing anybody. No. I'm like, good, because I want to put my bed in. Not right now. I want to be a professional boxer. So like at 16, you want to be a professional boxer at 16. I'm like, well, I don't want to fight grown men, obviously, but there's kids that's my age that fights. She was like, yeah, you're right. Well, I hope you get what you want. I'm like, yeah, I hope so too. So she's like, and what about me? I'm like, well, when I get to that status, to pro status, I'm gonna make you my girl. She's like, oh, you're gonna make me your girl. I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you telling me like it's the future. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be my girlfriend. She's like, oh, I am? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, well, we'll see. So I go to class or whatever, and when I go to lunch, I just remember it was this Russian dude that was with Scarlett. Now, if y'all don't know, if y'all ever seen Creed 2, you ever seen that Russian guy and then his son? Well, his son had kids, and he had a daughter and a son. They were twins. So the girl Scarlett had a brother. So I didn't know that she was kind of Russian because she wasn't really talking in a Russian accent. You know what I'm saying? But the brother kind of had a little accent with him. So he like, who was that you were talking to? So she was like, nobody. It's just a new boy that just started the school here. So he was like, yeah, well, someone told me that Creed cousin is starting this school. Is that him? So she was like, yes, it is him. And don't go over there and say anything to him. Okay? Just let it go. So he's like, that our family don't get along with the Creed family. What are you doing socializing with the enemy? you know, when I tell daddy, he is not going to be happy about this. So she's like, what do I got to do about that? That is so stupid. Like, what? It's only boxing. So he's like, it's only boxing. You know, boxing can pay for everything that you ever wanted. Boxing can give you a good life. Boxing can give you a nice car and a nice damn house. Boxing can set your ass up for life. She's like, yeah, and boxing can also give you brain injuries. Boxing can give you memory loss. It can give you a whole lot of different things that I didn't name. Yeah, boxing can also do that stuff too. So he was like, yeah, that's if you're not a professional damn boxer, and that's if you let a lot of people hit you in your stupid ass head and you're not protecting it. So she was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to talk about boxing because it's stupid, okay? He's really nice, and I just don't see why I can't talk to him. So he's like, you better not give him your number. Did you give him your phone number? She was like, no, he didn't ask for it. So I just remember, you know, after school, he came into the school. Creed came into the school. He's like, come on, David, we're going to the gym. So I just remember, you know, I'm walking. And, you know, as I'm walking, I'm like, hey, Scarlett, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. It's like, okay. So the boy that came out of nowhere, her twin brother, I'm going to call him Lance. So he come out of nowhere. He like, don't touch my sister. I'm like, man, who are you? So he's like, I'm a fucking brother. I'm a twin brother, and I don't want you talking to my twin sister. I'm like, man, I just said hi to her, man. That's all. He's like, you think you can come in here and you think you're going to run this damn school? Oh, because your cousin is Creed? You really think that you're going to run this school? Well, let me tell you something. You ain't nothing. You ain't nobody. And you never going to be anything in this school, because I'm going to make sure of that. I'm like, man, get out of my fucking way. So he's like, yeah, you keep on walking, you damn coward. You're just like Creed. You're just like your cousin. Yeah, my father would have won that fight. So Creed was like, what? What'd you say? So he was like, yeah, you know who my father is. So he told Creed who his father was. He was like, look, man, I won that fight fair and square. I mean, I don't know what your father telling you, but I definitely dropped his ass. So he was like, yeah, well, let me make something clear to you, Creed. I will fucking kill your cousin in a ring. I'll kill him. I've been training for this my whole damn life. He can't see me. I'm like, look, man, I'll fight your ass right the fuck now. So Creed like, no, you won't. You will not fight him right now. I'm like, man, if he challenging me, and I do not do well with challenges. So he's like, you will today. You're going to get your ass in this damn car. Remember what we talked about? So we get in the car. I'm like, what the hell was that, Creed? He's like, look, man, I get it. He was challenging you. Look, I fell into the same damn trap with his father, and I was unprepared, and I was in the fucking hospital in critical condition. So I'm letting you know, don't fall for that trap. It's bait. He was baiting you in. Now you got to win some fights to get in the ring with that person. You understand me? I told you I'm going to set some fights up and I'm going to get you ready. But you got to get your mind ready. You already letting people creep up in your damn mind. We going to this gym and we going to train. Now don't get me wrong. I want to see his ass lose. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. He's like, look, man, do not go behind my back and try to set up a damn fight with him. All right? Because you do that, we ain't going to be doing none of the stuff we doing right now. I told you I'm going to set everything up. You going to get your chance to fight his ass. I promise you. So I'm like, all right. He's like, you get it? I'm like, yeah, I get it. He's like, all right. So I remember we go to the gym and he's training me. And in the gym, he is training me like, you know, he trains himself or whatever, right? So he's like, come on, man, you got to keep them hands up, David. You got to keep them damn hands up. No, you getting lazy now. How the hell you gonna be a damn boxer if you getting lazy? You wanna fight that Russian boy? I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna get no tired when he's swinging at your damn face. Now keep your hands up. Keep them up. Come on now, you can do it. So I'm like, all right, so I did good. At first I was, cause I never been in the gym before, you know? So I never really worked out and stuff. So I was kind of like, you know, out of my element. So he's like, man, you was kind of, you was lacking at first. But then towards the middle, you started getting better. But I think the more you come to this gym, cause see, if you would have fought him, he would have killed you right there in that school, and he wouldn't have cared. And you want to know what the school board would have did? Nothing. They wouldn't have did anything about it. So I'm like, why? Because I'm black. He was like, that's you damn right. Because you black. They don't give a damn about blacks. You think because I'm famous, they care about me? They only care about me because I'm famous. If I wasn't a no damn body, they wouldn't give a damn about me. So I'm letting you know, if you want to be somebody, you got to do everything by the damn books. But I'm going to help you get there. But you got to want it too. So I'm like, I do want it. He was like, all right. But I've seen a lot of potential in you. So I'm actually excited about this. So at the weeks of training in the gym, he set me up my first fight. So he set me up my first fight. He like, David, now I'm telling you, you got to keep the right hook. Your right hook, that's your best technique. I seen your right jabs, and them bitches, they hit. All right, now you little bit you be lacking with the left. Now I know you're not left-handed, and that's good, but you got a good strong left hand too. I'm like, I do. He was like, yeah, you just got to keep practicing with it. I'm like, all right. He's like, you ready? I'm like, yeah. He was like, all right, now look, he look a little scary, but I know you can handle it. All right, I want to set this fight up. I'm like, wait, is this fight fixed? He was like, what? You asked me, is it rigged? I'm like, yeah, Creed, is it rigged, man? He was like, no, it's not rigged. It's an actual professional damn fight. I'm like, is it on TV? He's like, your ass is on TV. Yeah, you on TV, and I'm your damn coach. Go ahead. I'm like, all right. He's like, me and your cousin Alana and my wife, we gonna be in the crowd. Make me proud. I know you can do it. I believe in you. So the first round, I'm not gonna lie, he knocked my ass down. He ain't knocked me out, but he knocked me down. So when we get back into the corner, you know, Creed like, come on, David, man, what the hell? What are you doing? You thinking about a damn girl? I'm like, no. He's like, man, I told you, you gotta have your mind blank when you in that damn ring or they gonna fucking kill you. Is that what you want? I'm like, no. He's like, then bring that damn tiger out. Where's the damn tiger? Where the tiger at? Cause I don't see it. I'm like, the tiger is in me, man. And why the hell you yelling in my damn face? He's like, then bring that damn tiger out. I don't want to see that shit in the ring. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bring it out. He's like, then bring it out. Let me see that shit. Uncage it. So the second round, you know, they rung the damn bell and it was time for the second round. Now we went for like 4 rounds. The 4th round, I knocked his ass out. I mean, I gave it to him. My training kind of paid off. So he's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's my cousin right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm feeling that. Yeah, that's right. Talk your shit. Go ahead, David, talk your shit. I'm like, I ain't know what to say. I was just smiling. He was like, man, you got to talk your shit when you knock somebody out. I'm like, all right, man, all right. He's like, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It was your first fight, but you fucking won. You won. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you like that feeling? I'm like, yeah, I like that feeling. He's like, there's going to be many more fights like that. That's going to lead up to that fight with Lance. Don't worry. I got him. So I remember, you know, Scarlett, like, you know, in there texting me on the phone. No, actually, I was on the phone with Scarlett. I'm like, Scarlett, I won the fight. She's like, I saw it on TV. You were great. I'm like, I was. Like, yeah, you were so great. I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about you. She's like, you were? I was thinking about you too. I was worried. You know, you got knocked out that first round. I'm like, yeah, I did. But, you know, I mean, it was my first fight. You know, I never really fought on TV before, not a professional fight. She's like, oh, really? So, were you nervous? I'm like, yeah, I was. She's like, so I seen you getting the hang of the thing. She's like, I seen you getting the hang of the thing, towards the end. So, Lance come in the room. He like, Scarlett, who the hell you talking to on the phone? So she's like, nobody. I'm not talking to anybody on the phone. It's none of your business. And it's my cell phone. So he's like, look, you better not be talking to that fucking David, because you know it's as the enemy. So she's like, he's your enemy. He's not mine. And I can talk to him if I want to. So he's like, no, the fuck you can't. Give me that damn phone. Look here, David, I'm going to crush your ass like a fucking bug. So have fun with them unprofessional fighters, because they warming your ass up for me. And when you get to me, you going to see what you really been missing out on. When I crush you, I might just end your damn life like your great ass cousin, Apollo Creed. Yeah, when my father killed his ass in the ring, I'll probably do the same thing to you, because I just don't like you. I don't like your face. I don't like anything about you. I don't even like the way you walk. So I'm like, okay, you gonna end me? He was like, I'm gonna end the hell out you. So you better have fun. Yeah. Yeah, but I want you to bash in that glory of being famous. Yeah, you on TV, everybody kind of know about you. But after I knock your dumb ass out, no one's going to care about you after that. So yeah, they warming you up till you can get to me. And don't worry, this whole damn time, I'm training for this event. And it's going to be one hell of an event. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll see you then. He was like, yeah, I guess you will. Just remember, when you get in that ring with me, it's going to be all over. And stop talking to my fucking sister. So he hung up the phone or whatever like that. And I remember we go to the gym, we train there for my next fight or whatever. He's like, come on, David, you can do it. Come on. Come on, I want you to give me that 100 push-up. Come on, do it. You can do it. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to hit the punching bag. Let's get the punching bag. So we hit the punching bag. It was time for me to spar, with somebody in the ring. And I was sparring with somebody in the ring doing what I do. And I actually learned some sign language for Alana, which is Creed's daughter. So I'm going to tell you what I was saying to her. And I'll tell you what she was saying, even though it was sign language. So after we was done sparring, I was like, did I do good? And she was like, yeah, you did good. And she was like, but I worry. I don't want anything to happen to you. You're my cousin. I'm like, ain't nothing's going to happen to me. Your father's going to make sure of that. But I promise you, I'm going to make the family proud. So she was like, yeah, I know you will. So she came over there, gave me a hug or whatever. And Creed like, yeah, my daughter loves you. She likes you. So I'm like, she's a really sweet girl. She's really nice, man. Thank you for teaching me the sign language, to talk to her. I didn't know she was deaf, man. I'm sorry. He was like, don't worry about it, man. It's okay. So I'm like, all right. He was like, now look, man, this next fight is kind of going to be a little bit hard, because this one is definitely a lot bigger than the last one you fought. So I'm like, so you think I'm not going to win? He was like, no, you're going to definitely win. But I just need you to be more focused. That's why I'm training you a lot harder. So I'm like, all right. He's like, and you can't eat no heavy ass foods. All right. All that pizza and stuff you've been eating, you need to stop eating that shit. All right. Because that shit it's going to show when you in the ring. It's going to cramp your ass up. All right. You can't be eating that shit when you get in the ring. You think I was eating that shit when I got in the ring with all these damn boxes? I can't eat pizzas and burgers and shit. I'm like, I get what you're saying. He's like, you can eat that after you have your victory. I'm like, I get what you're saying. He was like, but you cannot be eating it while you're training. I'm like, all right, I get what you're saying. He was like, you said that last time, and then you turned right back around and you was eating all that damn pizza and a big ass cheese sub that was bigger than a damn house. Look, if you say you get it, then really get it. And start actually complying yourself. I'm like, then what the fuck am I supposed to eat if I can't eat that shit? So he's like, you can eat other damn foods. You can eat a damn salad. I'm like, I don't want a damn salad. I can't get full off a damn salad. So he's like, you're going to have to make your damn self full off that shit. So I'm like, all right, okay. He's like, look, man, if you're gonna be a boxer, you're gonna have to do some damn sacrificing. And that's just what it comes with. This life calls for you to fucking sacrifice a lot of shit. You eating burgers and pizzas, it's gonna show in that fucking ring. Cause you're gonna be definitely out of shape. And he gonna knock your ass to the damn ground. Is that what the hell you want? You wanna get knocked out to the damn ground? So I'm like, no. He's like, all right then. So keep your fucking head up. And come on, man, let's hit this punching bag. So all I remember is as I'm hitting the punching bag, he's like, come on, hit it. Come on, hit it. So after, we was done training, he in the office talking to the other guy, the black guy, and he like, look, man, you think he gonna be ready for that dude, for that boy Lance? You know his bloodline. So he's like, man, I'm getting him ready for it. So he's like, man, I just hope you are, because that's a one big ass 16-year-old boy. I mean, that boy big as hell. He miraculously big as hell. I mean, he's like a damn horse. He hit him one time, he is gonna go flying out that damn ring. He's like, he not gonna go flying. And David done got some muscles on him now. Look at him. You see how buff he is? He was not looking like that a few weeks ago. Now look at him. Yeah, I got him like that. Don't worry, I got my cousin. You think I'm gonna put my cousin in harm? He like, man, just don't get his ass killed. He like, do you really think that I'm gonna get my cousin killed, man? He my cousin. I'm gonna always take care of him. I got him. That's why I'm on his ass the way he's like, but man, if he gonna fight Lance, we gotta take him out there in that damn desert. We gotta train him out there in that desert. We gotta give him the hardest fucking damn training of his damn life. Cause if he gonna fight his ass, he gonna have to go through that type of shit. So he like, yeah, you're right. We is gonna have to take him out there in that damn desert. So he's like, yeah, when we get to that fight, we're gonna have to not for the other fights, but for that fight, we gonna have to train him like never ever before. Cause he gonna have to, cause them damn punches gonna be knocking his ass out. He gonna be knocking the wind out that man's body. I'm just letting you know. So he's like, yeah, I told you that, yeah, we gonna take him out there in that desert. You right. What else do you want me to say, man? I said you got a damn point. Let me get back out there. So he like, all right. So I remember we go to the next fight, right? So as we go to the next fight, I just remember I'm in the ring. I'm like, yo, this person big, man. Cuz I don't know about this. He like, man, what are you bitching up? You bitching up now? I'm like, no, I'm not bitching up. He like, then act like you're not bitching up. Man, what the fuck are you sitting up here complaining for? I done fought people way bigger than me. Look, man, sometimes you're going to fight people that's bigger than you. But you can't sit there and look at somebody's size and say you can't fight them or you can't win. If you go into this shit afraid, I can call the fight off right now because he going to knock your ass out. He probably going to kill you. Is that what you want? I'm like, why the hell you keep saying that? He's like, because you keep on saying what you can't do. This man is trying to take the damn belt from you. Is that what you want? I'm like, no. He's like, all right then. So if you want to keep this damn title, you better knock his ass out. Like right now. So I'm like, all right, I can do it. He was like, all right, go ahead. So first round, I ain't get knocked out. I'm like, yo, he fast though. He's like, yeah, he fast. But I seen you tag that eye. You cut his fucking eye. He ain't do nothing to your face. You got him. You hurt him. Now you gotta finish his ass. Go ahead out there. You got it? So I'm like, you sure? He's like, man, just get out there. So I go out there and I ain't gonna lie. The second round, I knocked his ass out. I didn't think I was gonna knock him out because he kept hitting me in my damn gut and hit me in my face. But I know I just turned, when I ducked down, the fifth time, I ducked down because he was trying to hit me in my face. And I came up with that uppercut and that right jab. That's what knocked his ass out. That's what got him. That's what hit him. So once I did that, he was out for the count. So I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you ain't talking that shit now. Now is you? So Creed like, that's right, talk your shit. That's right, talk your shit, David. Talk your shit. So I'm like, he ain't talking that shit now? All that shit you was saying before the fucking fight, now look at you. Yeah, can you fucking say something? Can't catch your tongue, huh? So he's like, yeah, that's right, David. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. So after that, I won that fight. And I was excited because I had the title. Because the first fight that I fought, he had the title. That boy, he had the title. But when I won, I took the title from him. So I was like basically the champion or whatever. So I had my title. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit felt good as shit. So he like, David, I knew your ass could do it. You went, but you cannot keep going in the ring afraid to fight somebody because of their damn size. You can't do that. Because you start overthinking, they're going to knock your ass out. They're just going to knock you the hell out. I'm like, all right, I get what you're saying. He's like, man, you don't think I've been knocked out before? You don't think I've been scared when I got into the ring with people? You don't think so? I'm like, yeah, I think so. He's like, all right then. So if you know that I was like that, don't think that I ain't getting in the ring overthinking things. I'm telling you things that I did too. So I don't want you to do the things that I did to get me knocked the hell out. I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. He's like, yeah. So you can't be going in there overthinking and overguessing shit. So I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. So I just remember it was a lot of girls, a lot of little teenager girls. They was like, oh my God, you're David Sims. You're David. You're the boxer? I'm like, yeah, that's me. They was like, oh my God, you're so cute in person. Can I get your autograph, please? I'm like, yeah, you can get my autograph. So Creed like, oh, you got your fans. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just let you bet. And look, man, enjoy the success. I'm like, man, thank you, Creed. He's like, it ain't over yet. We just beginning. So I had a lot of people, a lot of girls asking for my autograph, and it felt good. And then I seen reginae. She was with her friends and stuff, and I couldn't really say anything to her because I was like signing autographs. So I remember I called her up, and I was like, "Cuz, can I go out for a few hours?" He was like, "Well, it's the weekend. It's Friday. How long you gonna be out?" I'm like, "Well, I was gonna be out just for like maybe 4 hours tops. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon." So he's like, yeah, you can go out. So I go out and I meet up with reginae. So I'm like, reginae, I just wanted to say I was thinking about you, my fights and stuff. That's why I've been winning. She's like, really? How many girls you told that to? I'm like, what you mean? You think I'm running game on you? She's like, I don't know. Are you running game on me? I'm like, reginae, I want to run game on you. I promise you. She's like, you promise me? I'm like, yeah, I promise. But look, though, everything on me. She's like, oh, Mr. Big Shot, you did say you was going to be a professional fighter. You actually did it. I'm like, yeah, it's like, you've been inspiring me to follow my dreams. I'm like, so what's your dreams? You never told me. So she was like, well, I actually wanted to be, you might think this is stupid. I'm like, what is it? It's like, I actually wanted to be a director. I'm like, what, like directing movies and stuff? She was like, yeah, directing movies, TV shows. That's kind of my passion. I've been really throwing it on the back burner. I've just been really scared, to really jump out there and do it. I'm like, and why is that? She's like, I don't know. I just got a lot of people in my corner saying I can't do it. I'm like, and you listening to them? Are you any good? She was like, I'm real good. I'm like, so why don't you film me? Make me into a documentary type of movie thing. A young teenager, Creed cousin coming up in the ranks, making a legacy for itself. I mean, that would be kind of cool. She was like, that would be. I mean, you sure that your cousin would be okay with it? With me filming and everything. I mean, I would have to film you and Creed and his wife and his daughter, actually get into the whole lifestyle. I can't just have the camera on you at all times. I'm like, I mean, I would have to talk to him about it, but I think he'll be okay with it. So she's like, well, you get us, she was like, well, the first thing you need to do is get us permission. And if you do, I can show you my skills. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a plan. So I remember we go back to her place and, we kissing and stuff like that. And I'm grabbing her ass and she's like, oh, whoa, you trying to have sex? I don't know. I mean, I'm not even your girlfriend yet. I'm like, would you be my girlfriend? I mean, I'm just asking. It's like, oh, you want me to be your girlfriend because you like a big shot now. I'm like, I mean, I'm kind of a big shot. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a big shot. It's like, you are a big shot. Okay. You sure you're not going to forget about me? I'm like, I'm sure. It's like, all right. So we had sex or whatever like that. It was good. You know, I mean, look, I'm a teenager. I'm going to want to have sex, yo. So it's like, you can't get mad at me for wanting to have sex. It's sex. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, you know, when you're a teenager, you definitely got hormones, and that should be racing. So, I just remember after I was, you know, done, I was making love to reginae. I went home, and the next day rolled around. Um, and I had to train, you know, I had to train for my next fight, but I would have to say this to speed this shit up. I won all of my fights. Let's just say that I won all of my damn fights because I did. I won all of my fights, and now it was time for me to do this press conference with Lance and shit. And obviously, Scarlett, she wasn't at the press conference. She was at home watching it on TV and stuff like that. And Scarlett really liked me. And I do like Scarlett as well, but I like reginae a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was torn between two because I like both of them a lot, you know, but I really do like reginae too. You know what I'm saying? So I just remember, you know, we had the press conference and, you know, Lance was talking a lot of shit, but he a really big dude. So he like, yeah, let me just say this to y'all while we on TV. The camera's on, right? Now, I ain't putting on no damn show. I'm only stating facts. I'm only stating facts here. And let's just get this shit straight. David, your ass gonna get crushed. Cause see, I know you probably think you're a professional damn fighter cause you got that damn title. But when you get in the ring with me, all that's gonna change. And I want this documented. All this shit gonna change come the night of the fight. I promise you, when he step his ass in the ring, I'm gonna knock his ass clear the fuck out. And I promise you, the whole world gonna see it. Creed, you really think that you gonna train him to beat me? Look at me. I've been training my whole damn life. One punch from me is gonna knock his ass out cold. He probably gonna be dead. So I ain't really say too much at the press conference. I just was quiet, you know. I ain't really say too much at the press conference. Creed was doing most of the talking, my cousin. And so it was time for us to train. So I'm thinking we gonna go out, you know, I'm thinking we gonna go like, you know, to the gym. So I'm taking reginae with me. Reginae was with me, and then, you know, Creed took his wife and also his daughter Alana. He took so it was all of us went, and even that black guy that was, you know, be at the gym and stuff, we all went, but we went to the desert. So reginae like, where are we at? So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where the hell we at. He's like, she like, this how y'all train? I'm like, no, we usually go to the damn gym. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, Creed, what the hell is this? He was like, we training you. I'm like, well, where's the damn gym? Because I don't see that shit. So he's like, there is no damn gym. This is the gym. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean this is the gym? He's like, did you see his ass? Did you see Lance? He been training, and you can see the look on his damn face. He been fucking training. Now, we can't train your ass in a fucking gym for him. For a fight like that, we gotta train you the right damn way. And this is the only way. I'm like, but where is the punching bags? He's like, we got the punching bags. Everything you need is out here. I'm like, but I don't see shit. So he's like, you don't have to see any damn thing to know that it's out here. I'm like, but it don't make no sense. What the hell are you talking about? He's like, get the hell out the car and you gonna see. So he was like, now I know you brought your little girlfriend here. You is his girlfriend, right? So she like, yes, I'm his girlfriend. So he's like, yeah, well, your girlfriend about to see your ass get worked to the damn bone. So I'm like, man, but how the hell am I gonna get worked to the bone? It's hot as hell out here. He's like, you in the damn desert. You in the desert. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. It's going to be burning the damn skin off your damn body. But you're going to have to take that intense heat. Because then, let me tell you something. When you in that damn ring, that intense fist going to be hitting your damn body. And the more that you take intense heat, intense everything that's going to be happening to you in this damn desert. When he hits you, it's going to be like water. You ain't going to feel it because you're going to be so used to pain. And we got to get you ready for that. I'm like, all right, okay, so when do we start? He's like, we start right now. So we training, and I ain't gonna lie, this shit was crazy. Cause the way he was training me in this desert, I ain't never got trained like this before. He like, come on now, stop crying. You got your girlfriend out here. Come on now, that should be your motivation. Come on. You want this fight? You want it? I'm like, yeah, I want it. He's like, all right, then act like you fucking want it. Come on now, let me see this shit. So he's like, man, my legacy on the line. My family on the damn line. You fighting for not just your damn self, but for the fucking Creed family. So get your ass up. Let me see your fucking damn strength. Stop bitching out. So we training, and I ain't gonna lie, we had to train for a few weeks. Like that. And after a while, I got used to it. You know, like when you training, and after a while, it's kind of like an easy routine for you. So after that, I got used to it. Just got really, really used to training. And in the desert, it actually became like the norm. So he's like, you ready now? Yeah, you fucking ready. So I'm like, reginae, you think I'm ready? She's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, come here, girl. So he's like, look, man, I can't tell you what to do with that. You know, I know you probably gonna wanna, you know, I don't know if y'all having sex or anything. And look, that's none of my business. Just be ready for that damn fight tomorrow. So I'm like, I will definitely be ready for it, all right? Cause he's like, well, we can go home now. So we go home. I ended up staying the night over reginae's house because we made love. Not all through the night, but we did make love or whatever. So basically, she was like my main girlfriend. But this is the first episode. So it's like, it's going to be a lot more things obviously happening. But yeah, she is my main girlfriend. Now, Scarlett is not out of the picture. Obviously, she's definitely still in the fucking picture. But for right now, it's reginae. So, and not saying that reginae did anything bad and stuff like this. She didn't do anything bad or negative. But anyway, so the next day rolls around and Creed calls me like, David, where the hell you at, man? I was just in your room, in your bed made up. You ain't come home last night? I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry. I mean, I lost track of time and I stayed the night over reginae's house. So he's like, you stayed the night over reginae? Man, you 16. You gotta be running things by me. You can't be taking it upon yourself to just stay the night over a fucking girl house. Look, man, you my responsibility. Get your ass here so you can get ready for this fight. So he's like, man, I told you to stop having these girls in your damn mind, man. But I can't control you about that. Just get your ass here. So I'm like, all right. So I get there, you know, get in the shower, get ready, you know, we go to the gym, and then we go go to the stadium where we was fighting in the ring. So we go to the stadium, and I'm in a like waiting room with Creed and stuff like that. He like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you some shit that Rocky told me. Look, man, when you in that fucking ring, it's gonna be one or two fucking things. Either his ass gonna go the fuck down, or you gonna go the fuck down. And I'm just gonna let your ass know how bad you really want this shit. How bad you want it. You want a damn legacy for your damn self? Well, here's the damn time. Tonight is the night that you make fucking history. But you ain't gonna make no damn history if he hit your ass and knock your ass down to the ground. And you know one thing that Rocky said to me? He asked me, when I fought his father, he said, what are you fighting for? What are you really fighting for? I remember the first time he asked me that, I ain't give him no damn answer because I really didn't have one. But the second time he asked me was after I lost that fight. And then I told him I was fighting for myself. I was fighting for my family. I was fighting for my fucking honor. So I'm gonna ask you the same thing that Rocky asked me. What are you fucking fighting for tonight? What are you really fighting for? Cause I wanna see that shit in the ring. You don't gotta tell me, show me in the ring. Come on, it's time. So we get in the ring or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, Lance was a big motherfucker. Lance was one of the biggest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. So this nigga was a big nigga. This nigga was like a big ass horse. I mean, huge. So, you know, Creed like, David, you gotta stop having that look. He can tell your ass afraid. I'm like, I ain't afraid. He's like, but you got that look. Like you don't think you gonna fucking win. You stop having that look, man. He gonna knock your ass out. So I'm like, all right. He's like, come on, man. Do everything we taught you. So we're in the ring. I ain't gonna lie. He was tagging my ass up. He was tagging me up. I ain't gonna lie. And so he's like, come on, David. You doing good, but David, he almost knocked your ass out. I'm like, all right, man. I'm just trying to get the hang of it. He's like, come on, man. Do you want this shit? I'm like, yeah, I want it. He was like, well, I ain't seeing it in the ring. I'm not seeing you want this shit. Do you really want it? I'm like, yeah, I want it. He was like, then show me you fucking want it. So we in the ring. He ain't knocked me down. You know, I was fucking his ass up the second round. He was like, good, but you don't want to lose all your damn energy. Don't use all of your energy on him. You did good the second round. Now, let him do a little bit of tagging because he's going to tire his ass out. Once he tire his ass out, then you just go in for the kill. Let him get all his damn hits in. And then after that, he going to be breathless. Once he's breathless, then you just knock the breath out of his damn body. So I'm like, I got you. He's like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. He's like, to get your ass in that damn ring. Show me that you're ready. I want to see it. So I'm like, all right. So I remember I'm fighting this nigga. I'm like, we going at it. We hitting each other, tagging each other in the fucking face. He hit me in the face. I hit him in the face. He hit me in the gut. I hit him in the gut. But this time, I did something that ain't nobody really expected. This happened in the third round. In the third round, I hit this nigga with a fucking uppercut and he flew out of the fucking ring. But I hit him so hard. That I was surprised that I even knocked his ass out of the fucking ring. When I knocked him out of the ring, the fight was over. I won. The fight was literally fucking over. It was no getting back in the ring after. He didn't even get up. He was just out of it. So I'm like, now all that shit you was talking, yeah, you said you was gonna knock me out. Who the fuck knocked out now? So Creed like, that's right, you talk your shit. Talk your shit, cuz. That's right, talk your shit. That's right, talk your shit. History got made today. History got made tonight. That's right, that's my cousin. That's right, he made history tonight. That's right, a new legacy was born. That's right. So I'm like, motherfucker, all that shit you was talking about in school. Now look at you. You fucking bitch. You better not be talking that shit in school. You probably gonna get taken out of school now, nigga. That's right. Fucking with the wrong one. So I remember after the fight, it was an amazing fight. So the referee, like the interviewer, you know, the person that interviews you after the fucking fight, they're like, David, you are now a champion. So tell me, I mean, with all this success, I mean, your cousin is a champion himself. He's Adonis Creed. I mean, what is going to be next for you? I mean, all I'm seeing is up from here. So, I mean, like, you do realize that you're going to be on a ton of commercials. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I just want to spend time with my family and my girlfriend. And look, man, I just want to say this though. You know, I want to say this to all the young boxers out there. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it though, cause I'm living proof. Ain't that right, Creed? He like, yeah, that's right. That's right, cuz. So I'm like, look, man, I didn't think I could do it though. He's like, man, but I knew you could though. You made a legacy for yourself. And it's only the beginning, cause I'm gonna be right there in your corner. You understand me? Go ahead over there with your girl, man. We be home. I'm like, wait, but I ain't got no car. He's like, you do now? So I'm like, wait, you got me a car? He's like, yeah, got you a car? Look, man, you live with us. You family. We always gonna be here. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll see you at home. He's like, yeah, don't be too late. And don't stay the night over our house this time. Come home. I'm like, I'm gonna come home. He's like, all right, cuz, talk your shit. I'm like, I'm gonna talk my shit. He's like, all right. I'm like, but wait. Alana, I love you. She was like, I love you too, cuz. You did really good. So she gave me a hug or whatever like that. I'm like, I'll be home. It's like, she was like, don't have daddy worried about you. You better come home because dinner is going to get cold. So I'm like, I promise. I'll be home, Alana. Can I bring a friend? She was like, yeah, you can bring a friend. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, baby, you hungry? She was like, I don't know. I mean, I could have a home cooked meal. I mean, I never, it's been a long time since I ate like a really big dinner or anything. Sure. I'm like, yeah, but I want to take you somewhere real quick. She's like, okay. So I just remember I took her to this beautiful ocean, like this pond, and it just helped me, while I was nervous about fights. I would go to this pond and I would just sit there and look at the water run, and it would give me the motivation to want to get in the ring and dominate, even though I love boxing. It's like, this is a really beautiful place. Where did you find this place? I've been living here basically kind of like my whole life, and I never knew this place existed. I'm like, I just stumbled across it, This helped me win the fights that I won. Just coming here before every fight and just watching the water run. She's like, okay, and you brought me to your secret place because I'm like, maybe it can help you with your dreams. So she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, and trust me, Creed said that you can do it. So did his wife too. And also Yolanda, you got to get her involved in it too. She was like, so I can do it? I mean, this is like, is it really happening? I was like, yeah, it's really happening, reginae. I told you, I would support you. So she's like, yeah, you did say that. I'm like, so you want to stay here, get some motivation, or do you want to get some dinner? She's like, I can get some motivation right now. So we kissing and stuff like that, and then she's like, I think I'll do that dinner thing. I'm like, you sure? She's like, yeah, let's have some dinner. So we go to, go to my house, which is Creed, and she obviously did have the dinner, coming out. She was actually putting everything on the table. I'm like, Creed, I told you I wasn't going to stay the night there. He's like, you did say that? So where'd y'all go at? I'm like, I took her to something special, to help me win fights. So he's like, no, you don't need no luck. You part of the Creed family. Even though your last name ain't Creed, you still part of that legacy. So I'm like, yeah, you right. So he's like, look, now I got your next fight already lined up, but we got to train for it. You down? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. He's like, all right. Now you better eat this because you ain't going to be able to eat this while you training. So I'm like, yeah, I know. He's like, you know? I'm like, yeah, I know. So he's like, all right, I wanted to let you know that you ain't going to be able to do all this while you training. I'm like, I got you. So as we eating and stuff like that, reginae was, really happy to be at the table eating and stuff like that, enjoying all the, beautiful scenery that she was seeing. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna take reginae home. He was like, you know what? Why don't she stay here? I'm like, wait, in my room? I mean, are you sure? I mean, cause I could just take her home. He's like, no, look, you 16. I can't keep you away from stuff like this. I mean, you're gonna have sex with this girl regardless if I tell you not to. I'd rather for you to do it here than to do it at her place. I mean, you gonna have sex with her eventually. Just look. I just want to let you know that you are 16, so you better be strapping up when you're going up in that. All right. All right. Now, having sex is like a fight too. Don't let her knock you out in the first round. I'm like, I'm like, that's funny. That was a good joke. He was like, yeah, she might TKO you tonight. So I'm gonna stop it here because that's pretty much how it ended. You know, with the first episode, that's how it ended with me actually making love to, reginae. You know what I'm saying, and my new life. With Creed. And this is just the first episode, and it's definitely a movie. The first episode is definitely a movie. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share this with y'all because I signed a really big deal with HBO Max, and this is a series, you know what I'm saying? And it's called Creed Cousin. And I'm so excited for y'all to see, well, they already seeing it. It's already streaming on HBO Max in the parallel universe. And like I said, to the other David, I want to let you know that I am definitely rooting for you. The biopic movie is definitely coming. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going to come. Everybody that got, things to say about you, I promise you they ain't going to be saying it for long. I promise you that. You just got to keep fighting and keep on fighting, man, because, a lot of people going to want to knock you down and tear you down, and I get it, But don't worry about it. You might have people that act like they with you and in your corner, but in reality, they ain't in your damn corner. You know what I'm saying? They just pretending to be, And don't worry about it, because all of their true colors are showing in a minute too. So just keep fighting, man. Just keep fighting and keep on thugging. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you can do. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan was definitely down to do this role. He read the storyline. He was like, this is going to be a beautiful franchise. And he just couldn't wait he just couldn't wait. And plus he was a director. So he directed a lot of this. He actually directed the whole season. So he did really good with it. And he was very, very happy with the outcome of the success and everything. And I just written the script. I just written it. Everything that y'all heard, I've written the script. Everything, obviously, I starred in it. But yeah, some of the names got changed up. So, for copyright reasons and shit like that. So, yeah, just wanted to let everybody know that I cannot wait for y'all to see. There's so much stuff that's going to be happening. But the first episode is already on HBO Max. It's already up there, and it's getting mad play and airtime in a parallel universe. I need y'all to look up a parallel universe, because when these biopic stories come of my life, it's y'all. These are not typical biopic stories. These are gonna be biopic stories where you gonna have to really think. You gonna have to really, really think. Because it's going to have you thinking when you're watching it. It's not going to be your typical biopic story about my life. This shit going to have you on the edge of your seat. So, I'll holler at y'all later, man, dude.